Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a spread of Dreamcatcher slang songs originally performed by men. I actually did a thread of this on my Twitter account and I really liked it and I love some of these performances, so I decided to make a spread on it as well. And I've been wanting to do a spread where I kind of like flip up like a little door and there's something underneath. So I thought that this was the perfect opportunity for something like that. So I sketched it out in my journal as you saw, and now I am working on my lettering. If you want to see how I do my lettering, I recently did a tutorial on how I do my lettering for my journals. So check that out if you are interested. So since this is two words technically stacked on top of each other, I wanted the ombre effect to start at the top of the first word and go all the way down to the bottom of the last word, like it's just one solid gradient, instead of like starting at the top of the first word, going down to the bottom of the first word, then starting again at the top of the second word. I wanted it to all be like one solid block of gradient between the two words. I don't really know if the effect came across the way that I wanted it to, but I think it turned out okay, and I like these colors that I picked since there were so many different kinds of pictures in this because they're all screen caps from different performances. There wasn't really a solid color palette that I needed to go with, so I just picked some colors that I thought were pretty that I haven't really used very much. So, and then I'm just adding a drop shadow as always, and it really is so cool to me to rewatch this and just see how much the lettering just comes to life from just adding like a subtle drop shadow. It's really cool. So you may be thinking, oh my gosh, is that scrapbook paper? This girl never uses scrapbook paper. She always just tediously colors blocks of paper with her markers. What the heck? Yes, you're right. I don't normally do this. However, I wanted the flaps to be kind of heavier so that they would lay down flat and be less likely to bend. So I did have a little bit of scrapbook paper, and it was black, which is what I was going for. It has kind of a weird texture to it, so probably not what I would have just picked out from somewhere, but it worked out fine, so I decided to use it for this particular spread. Don't get used to it. I will probably go right back to just coloring my large blocks of marker ink. So here I'm just writing the title of each cover and the artist that originally performed it. So if you haven't seen any of these covers, I highly recommend them. They are amazing. I will actually leave a link to my Twitter thread in the description if you want to check some of them out. They are so good. Dreamcatcher is so talented. They have amazing vocals. Their choreography is great, and they're always super in sync. They are awesome. I love them. They are definitely my favorite girl group. So check out some of these covers if you haven't already. So whenever I've seen people do this flap thing on Instagram, it's normally done with washi tape, but the only washi tape that I have is BTS washi tape from the Season's Greetings package. I don't actually have it, but my friend got it and didn't have any use for the washi tape, so they gave it to me. So I didn't really want to use BTS washi tape on this, but I tried to use regular tape and it did not lay flat. It just flipped right back open. So I did end up using my BTS washi tape. If you notice Hobie's face in the crack of the flap, it's fine. Just ignore it. It's I was able to cut it pretty well to where some of it really just is white. I really need to invest in some washi tape, but I think it still turned out okay. So now I'm just writing under each flap, like what I like about the song. You know, some of them are special to me, like the Lucky Strike cover was one of the first videos I saw of them. I watched it tons of times. The Bang 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 cover was literally the first video I ever saw of them, and the reason that I decided to look them up. So I just wrote little things like that under each flap, so when you flip it up, you can see the title of the song, the original artist, and what I had to say about it. So I didn't film the polka dots because I decided to add them later, but this is the final spread. Let me know what you think. If you think this kind of spread is cool or interesting, just let me know in the comments. If you liked it, please make sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.